Hello, Craig Donegan here. I'm here at Fairham Snooker Club, recording my learner portfolio video with my student Robert Chapman. I've just gone through the risk and health and safety checklist. Nothing major there. So we found the loose hook on the bottom section of the table, so we've removed the rest and notified the staff member. Also, there's COVID-19 processes in place that need to be followed. There's government guidance along with club guidance, which we'll just go through now after I make the introduction to Robert. So Robert, if you want to come over here and introduce yourself.
Yep. My name is Robert Chapman. My phone number is 07875 074 931.
That's it. Yeah. So we're just going to have a quick chat first about the health and safety and the coronavirus topics here. So first of all, that when you come into the club, you have signed in and tracked and traced. We've used a hand sanitizer on entry. We're using our own equipment here today. But we also have a flow system that when you come into the club, you come down the sides, and when you're going out of the club, you're going up through the centre. Alright? So other than that, we've also decided that when we put our stuff away, we're going to put it underneath the table area so that the area surrounding all around the table is clear, there's no obstructions, and that's going forward when you play your matches as well. Alright?
Okay.
So let's just have a quick chat about what we're going to do today. It's from our lesson plan, lesson 1. We're going to redo our initial lesson that we done. We'll just have a look quickly at the exercises so we know back where we are again. So the first exercise, if you want to look around there, is the queuing straight from the red ball curriculum, which is exercise number 1. The second exercise we're going to do is 15 reds. So we're going to look at, in lesson 1, we're going to look at the fundamentals. We're going to start to try and apply some of these fundamentals in the beginner's lineup while also looking at your decision making and some of your cue action, because you get the cue going in that section. In the green ball section, we're going to have a look at your stun, follow and screw back. Alright, and finally we're going to just go through and fine tune again using some of the principles we've checked from earlier exercises on the brown ball curriculum. And that's going to be playing the blue up the spots, up and down, and making the pen on the white. Difficult enough, but we can get that. Yeah. Alright, so going forward then, we're going to give you some score sheets that you can keep track of your practices. Alright, so let's go and we'll have a look at red ball 1 and have a look at your cueing. Alright, just for the video there as well, this is the notes that we've taken on the health and safety and the risk assessment. Alright. Just to the side. Alright, so Robert, if you'd like to cue up to the white ball there, we'll just have a look at you walk into the shot and your stance. So just get you to bring your bridge hand slightly forward up to the D line, V on the D, yeah, that's it. And just look at your backhand here, making sure your backhand is nice and vertical like the aggressor. Yeah. Alright, yeah, alright. So just a quick note on stance. So the stance with checking from your heels here, see that? They're quite shallow, so try to, you bring your leg here out a little bit more. That's it. Alright. Okay, you can play one shot there just to get the feel of things. See where you're getting at. Alright. So if you stay down on the shot over when you play the shot, just to see the white ball return to the cue tip again. Alright. So trying to get that bridge hand consistently on that line, the V there of the bridge hand and the D line. That's it. Lovely. A bit harder. Just do one more. Okay, kick the cue out. Okay, so a slight bit of say on that one. Alright. Okay. Alright. So walking into the shot here, Robert's on line, his foot on line with the shot, the traditional style. And what we'll do now is we'll just review the both styles. Alright, so, okay. Alright, good job. Alright, so I'm just going to review both styles of stance again. So, remember we said when you were standing to the right hand side as you look at things, it was on the traditional style with your foot, right foot on the line of the shot, yeah? Alright, so traditional style or modern style, we said that it's always best to start closest 1 key length away from goal, yeah? And we said that we start our sighting and our pre-shot routine from there. So the first part of our pre-shot routine is the first thing we do when we approach any shot or the start of the thinking process.
Look at the cue ball.
Can be, but what's the first thing you do before you shoot? Always.
Look at the cue back.
Before you do that.
Place your bridge hand down.
Before you do that. Pre-shot, so before the shot, when you're stood up.
Lean into the table.
Before that.
Look at your feet.
Chalk your cue.
Oh, chalk the cue. Okay.
Yeah, first thing you do, and this is the start of every shot, is chalking your cue, yeah? Alright, so make sure you chalk every time, because now you're trying to start to build up a routine every time you come to the table, so you're always looking to start, start the process. You're starting, always starting the same consistent process to make you more consistent as a player. Because if you do the same thing all the time in the same way, you get better at doing it quicker, yeah? Alright, so let's start again. So you chalk your cue in the traditional style, right foot on the line of the shot, starting about a cue length away, slightly more is okay as well, as long as it's consistent. As you come down then, you're bringing your left foot across for balance, your right foot straight, slight bend. Sometimes the taller players need to bend the knees a little bit more to get down, so slight bend, and getting your V, the bridge hand on the D, and the Q-tip right up to the cue ball, yeah? Alright, so then we said that the modern stance, yeah, is slightly different, and this main difference is your sighting, yeah? So you, on the traditional stance, you're on the right, but in the modern stance, you're on line with the shot, so standing in on line to the shot, yeah? So in this case, and it's very different to the traditional, because remember we said you don't break the line when you walk into the shot on the traditional. This one, we break the line. We have to break the line to put our foot down. Okay, so you're taking a small step in, and you're taking a small step across. Yeah, and then you're coming down onto the shot again. Now the fundamental principles again, your V of the bridge hand on the D, and the Q-tip up to the cue ball. So there is common parts that you can see straight away, and joining your cue balls at the start, yeah? Alright, so do you want to demonstrate me both styles? So if you want to demonstrate walking in, so starting the cue length from the cue ball, and just do as well, yeah? So what you can do is, well, just shout out what you're doing as well, yeah? So you say the process to me again. So
Okay,
start
so
talking up now, yeah?
yeah, so cue length away.
Yeah, excellent.
So step in,
Yeah, on the line of the shot, yeah?
left leg out,
Yeah.
and then into
Bridge hand, yeah?
knuckles over the
Where's
D
your
line.
Q-tip? Q-tip on
Just
the way.
just above centre.
Excellent. Alright. Okay. So in the modern style now, yeah?
Non-style stepping across. Isn't it?
Yeah, so you're
Cross the line.
Yeah, so you're on your line of vision now this time, so if you imagine the black spots there, yeah, wherever you think in your mind when you stand there, directly straight with that, with your two eyes straight, on your line of vision. That's where you're starting from, yeah? Alright. And that's why you're breaking the line, because your foot's going across, alright? Okay, hang on again, stand up again. Alright, so just side it there from the centre with your cue out. Alright, so step in a little bit more. Alright, hang on a second. Bring this foot back. So don't step in yet, just stand in the side position.
Okay.
Alright, so
And then step in.
cue on your belly button. Alright. Yeah.
And step in.
Yeah. Alright.
Okay.
Get you to do it one more time. So stand in. Yeah. That's it. So that's it. Walking on across and Alright, good job.
Okay.
Alright. So you said you feel a lot more comfortable in the traditional style than last time. Probably still now. Yeah. So we're just going to exercise number 2 now. Alright. And what we'll do in exercise number 2 is we'll try to use some of these fundamentals that we've just gone through again in exercise 2. Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Let's get the reps out. Alright, so our mission here is to get 10 of the 15 reds.
That's right.
If you like, I'll let you just have a free go at the first attempt. And I'm going to watch your cueing while you do that. You can start off ball in hand. And then I'm going to make things difficult for you after that. Alright, as if they weren't hard enough.
No problem.
Okay. If you like to do like we've done another time as well, it's just to call out the shot that you're playing as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Well, okay. Red into the centre, red on the blue spot then.
yeah.
I'll screw that.
Screw that. Right.
And this red, follow through.
Yeah.
This red I'll stand across.
Okay. I'm just going to put you back to that red. Put you back in the same area. Roughly here, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, by coming across this area here, you've got more options after the red. I know you didn't make the red, but had you made the red, your white's coming down here, so you've got two reds to go for. Whereas if you pop this one here, or this one here, and let the white run through, now you've got 4 here, and maybe 2 here. So it may have been a better option. So if you want to continue on from this.
Okay, this red then follow through into the corner.
Sometimes taking a more difficult pot slightly will make a lot easier position for you. Yeah. So just bear that in mind a little bit more.
Well,
so.
take this one, follow through.
Okay. Okay, that's all right. So I'll put you back again. All right.
guess I'll take this one now.
Yeah.
Still across.
Alright.
Okay.
Just one more card.
Follow through this one. And well, follow through this one as well.
Yeah. Check. Okay. Alright. So you can stop it there and we'll start again.
Okay.
Now, one thing that's quite clear, Robert, that I can give you some help with is when you're playing the shot, quite many occasions. Show you from here. When you're addressing the shot and you're playing a follow through, you're starting to decelerate on the shot. So basically, what's happening is your hand here, it's coming back and it's slowing down as it comes towards the ball, and you're not getting any follow through, which greatly affects the performance. Alright, so what you can do is shorten the backswing for these softer pace shots and play through with a bit more authority. So I'll just show you an example there, right? So line the ball up. Instead of a long backswing back to here, we're going to play it with a short backswing and still a pause. So short backswing, pause, and push through the shot. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Let's try one or two of those before we come back in again.
Okay. Well, stun this one.
So try a follow again now, like I was just saying. Just roll through. So play with a shorter backswing and a good push through. Push it through a bit harder. Alright. You're still always using the same pace. So the good advantage of when you start using this is that you'll be able to judge the pace of the shot a lot more by the amount you bring the cue back. Alright, so if you want to try again. Right, push the cue right through. So your cue arm here, yeah, should be finishing up at your chest, so well past vertical. So remember we said you start vertical, bring the cue back, and finish past, yeah.
Follow through.
Yeah. So the cue should be coming towards your chest. Alright. Alright, that's much better. Alright. I'll start you off again. Alright.
Okay.
That's excellent. That's good improvement there. If you can focus on that when you come to the shot. Alright, wherever you want to start from there.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'll start with this one.
Okay.
Let's follow through.
Follow through. That's a lot better.
Okay. I'll play this one.
Yeah.
And screw back.
Shot.
And this one here, follow through.
Yeah. Alright, that's alright.
Okay, this one there. through.
Yeah, don't forget to chop your cue as well, yeah?
Okay.
Every time, yeah?
Well, this one here, I'll follow through again. And this one I'll stun across.
So, yeah,
Yeah, this one here, follow through.
yeah. Got it to the
Well, this one in the middle then.
Yeah, okay. There you go, that's it. Cue left away. That's it. That's alright. We'll do it one last time, alright?
Okay.
And I'm just going to show you something that you can bring into your practice routine as well. And a good little test as well for future. Alright. So what you're going to be doing this time is you're going to be picking one area of your technique that you want to work on, okay? So if you're changing one area, for an example, if I'm working on my getting my cue leg right, or my stance starting position, you say to yourself, alright, I gotta get my stance correct, set up correct. I get 5 points for doing that, right? If you miss the red, you get -1 point. Okay? So what you do then is you pick a different topic every time. So say this time I say stance, the next time I might say getting my cue tip close to the cue ball at address, yeah. Maybe the next time you say I need to get a sharper backswing with a good follow through. Another time you might say I need to get a pause into my cue action. So this way you don't know what you're going to do every time, so it might be different every time. So you're tricking your body. If you're having particular trouble with one area, you'll find that you start to do them all as you do this exercise more and more. So when you get, we'll go for 7 first, then you introduce 2 aspects. So now you might say, I need to get the stance and a pause, right? And then I get 5 points. So you can get 5 points every time if you do the parts right. So it's focus is not about the balls or what the balls are doing. The focus is on doing the parts of your technique, so that will get you better faster, because people get frustrated when they're looking at the balls all the time, and if they're not. If you want to have a go at this, I call out what your target is, or your objective in that first ball every time is. But I'll start here. Alright. And so for the first one, I'll get you to chalk your cue first, alright? Alright. Okay. So you play the red as normal, try to get on.
Just follow through.
Yeah, follow through. Okay, because you chopped your cue, you get 5 points, and because you potted the red, you get an extra point. That's 6, alright?
Okay.
So this time I'm going to get you to concentrate on getting your stance one cue length away, okay?
Okay.
Alright, excellent. Alright. That's it.
Screw back here. Follow through.
Follow through. Start again. Yeah. Excellent. I was going to trick you there and not say anything. Okay. Now another trick in this exercise is that if you get caught very straight on the wrench in the center, it gets difficult, alright? But that's fine. So this time I'm going to want you to concentrate on the pause in your technique. So I'm making sure you've got a pause, yeah?
Okay.
At the back swing. So play the balls in sequence again, whatever you like.
I'll play this one straight into the corner.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, try that last one. Alright. So did you pause there, do you think?
I think I did.
Yeah, very slightly. So remember, the aspect is about the part of your technique, not the balls, because the balls are feedback. Yeah, alright.
Okay, well,
Okay. So this time pause again, yeah? Make it more pronounced this time.
and I'll screw back on this.
Yeah, alright. It's a difficult shot, so I'll let you have just chalk the cue again, yeah? So what you can do as well is try to introduce them, all together as you feel comfortable, yeah?
Okay, well, just practice in the middle rather than.
Yeah.
And I've done this one across.
Yeah, this time you can concentrate on stepping into the shot correctly. So leg on the foot on the line of the shot. Yeah, so it's stepping in the normal and the traditional style, Rob. So just stepping in on the line of the shot is normal, yeah. Okay. This time the follow through like we were discussing earlier, yeah?
Okay.
So less far back and a more push through the cue, yeah?
It's done across.
Yeah. Alright. That wasn't a great follow through that time, so you'd be -5, yeah? So play that chance again for me. Good job. A little bit better, but you don't need to bring the cue back so far, yeah?
No, I realised that
Alright.
with the talent shots.
Yeah, that's alright. One last time, so
What, follow through?
follow through again. So start the process again. Alright, that's better. Sharp. Alright, so next one now would be focus on chopping the cue again.
Well, this one into the middle, I've done it.
Yeah. So, just a quick point to make to you there, when you do play shots to the middle like this, when you hit them quite hard as you hit that one, it makes them a lot harder for you to get them down, yeah? Because it's not very forgiving. Sometimes you have, in the club tables, you have a strong nap on the clod as well that pulls the ball down if you hit it too slow. But yeah, that was quite a fun shot that time.
Yes.
Alright, so we'll leave it there. It was a tough enough exercise, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't easy.
Yeah.
Everything to focus on.
Yeah, that's alright. So what we'll do now is we're just going to isolate and we're going to work a little bit on your follow through, alright?
Okay.
So we're going to do stone screw follow here, alright? Okay, let me just get you a straight shot. Alright. So if you just, as normal now, again approach everything as normal. We're going to work on the stun shot here. On the blue, yeah?
Stun shot.
Yeah. Good. So chopping the cue again, start the process. Snap the cue left away, stepping in on the line of the shot. Can you hear me well over there? Yeah,
just about.
Yeah.
Stun again.
Yeah. Okay, good. Get you to come from this side this time. That's very important that you practice both sides of the table. I tend to find that a lot of players are better at one side than the other because they practice the same side all the time. So keep the variation and then keep practicing both sides.
Stun again.
Yeah, let me just make sure everything is going. Yeah. So you notice that with the stun shot, it's quite a punchy action compared to a long flowing shot. Yeah. I'm going to get you to try in a minute to play the long backswing as well as stun, just to show you the difference. Shot. Alright, so we'll have a look at that on the pin. Turn on tight. So, that is on and down. I'll show you the variation. Yeah, so stun again. You cue through the ball that time very well. Set to go like that. A little bit softer. So I'd show you there as well. The difference when you have flow and action, yeah? So remember we were saying earlier that if you go up to the white there, I'll show you one here. So wait, okay, yeah. So what you're going to be using is, so this is neutral and down, yeah? You're going to be bringing your backhand back and the cue back to here rather than all the way back, yeah? Because a lot of the time when you bring it all the way back and play it through, your hand's starting to stop there. So the cue is coming through and it's finishing maybe here, yeah? So this hand here, the cue arm, isn't coming all the way through the shot, yeah? When you play with, when you play it a little bit less, bring the cue back.
Follow through more.
Yeah, you follow through more, yeah?
Okay.
Alright, stand up again. Alright. That's right, yeah. Now you see it's quite hard to control that.
But shorter backswing there.
Yeah. So just get a little bit softer. Alright. So either a little bit softer or higher up on the weight. So you played simple ball that time, yeah?
Higher up.
Or lower down, sorry.
Oh, low down on the
Yeah.
bottom.
No, go for it. You've got the pressure stage.
Okay, perfect. Now, you can see there's two different ways to do this, yeah? And you'll see when we come to the screw shot, and then pointing difference, alright? So I'll get you to do that one more time. That's right. Okay, it's a bit too hard. Bit softer. Excellent, that's better. Alright.
Okay.
So, the point I'm trying to make to you here is that when you punch it with the stun that you're playing your traditional way, with the cue coming to a stop abruptly like this, the punch shot does work sometimes better in screw, but on stun. When you move to screw and follow, it's very, very difficult to get the control on the cue or over the cue ball and then aspects when you stop like that, because it encourages jump shots and a poor quality follow through. So when you hit the ball in this manner with a reduced backswing, you don't have to hit the ball as hard. So when you play the shot, you can play the shot softer with a shorter screw back, but with a shorter pullback, but with a better, smoother,
Generating more power.
generating lots more power. So you need a lot less effort, which will stop any unwanted movement also on the shot. Because if you move a little bit on the shot because of this punch through, because you're coming through smooth, there's a lot less movement than the other parts of the body, yeah? So I'll get you to play the pink from the other side, and we'll move into follow and screw in a minute.
Okay.
So start soft and work your way. Yeah.
Stun.
Soft stun, yeah. So start soft, softer, and then work your way up, yeah. So short backswing, better follow through, yeah. That's it. All right. Good. Again.
Right on, not horrible then.
Softer again. Just make sure it's straight. Yeah.
I see.
That's it. All right. Just a little bit softer again. All right.
Freshly microwaved.
Get you to come on the black now.
Okay, bread as well. Glass.
Stun again.
Yes, please. Okay, so a bit softer, yeah? Excellent. The other side. sense that you get into the one more.
Sorry, it's a bit hard.
You're nervous, are you?
No, just
Don't worry.
I feel like punching the black in.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah.
See if it's after. That's it, excellent. Alright. So let's move to follow now, okay?
Okay.
So again, I reinforce the point that I just made there about I can't screw. If you want shorter backswing with a better delivery to the chest. Alright?
What? Screw?
No, follow this time,
I'll
right?
follow through.
Yeah. Good. Just set up straight for me, please.
Oh, straight.
Yeah, yeah. That's cool. Comes on here to pink now. Thanks, I probably needs to come over a ton. That's fine. Good. So it's more, you can play the land on the black from this side as well. Excellent. Alright, you can play the black from now.
Okay.
Just a little bit more follow. Okay, so the follow seems to be pretty straightforward for you, okay? So now we have a look at the screw back. Okay, alright. So, always with the screw back, I'll make sure your cue is well chopped, yeah? So nice and relaxed, just try soft screw first. Alright.
Knows how I get the red numbers.
Okay, so again. Okay. So just to find out for you here, that's where your Q-tip in contact, and that's where it's passed. And that's same on the first shot. So this is why we said it's vital that when you do play this screw shot, you need to get a decent bit of Q through the ball, or otherwise you're coming in steep like this, and it's stopping. So you're hitting the cue ball down, so that's what's causing it to get this jump, yeah? So just go back through what's the pointers for you on this. So timing is quite important on this one. I'll just demonstrate for you there again the movement involved. Okay, so it has to be quite relaxed, and the angle, if you go on to this end of the side focus. Okay, so when you're bringing your hand through, the cue angle. An important one is that if you let the cue too light on your grip, sometimes it can come off the cushion and push the Q-tip up. That's another reason that can affect your screw, yeah? So what you need to do here is, because you're quite close, so you need to hold that angle of the cue on the shot there. Alright, so just bring it in, put on the line, cue down, nice and vertical start. Alright, bringing the cue back. Now we don't have to come through all the way back because we're not playing a power screw, we're just playing a soft screw. So what I'd recommend is bring it back halfway, pause, and then play the shot. I'll just show you that. So, jump the cue, one cue length away, put on the line of the shot, then keep the balance, holding the cue. So you can think in your mind the elbow slightly up, cue back, pause. Okay, so I'll do you one in real time there as well. So put on the line, back, chalk. Stick to your mind. Back, holding the angle. Okay. Getting that cue right through the keyboard. Yeah, that's the main thing. Alright, good. A little bit more pause there. Alright. So, starting to feel more confident?
Yeah,
Alright, a little bit more. Gotta get that follow through. Yeah.
Concentrate on the pause then.
Yeah, concentrate on the follow through for me this time. Make sure that cue comes past to your chest, yeah? Reduce the pace by a little bit, so that's it. Okay. Alright, remove the pink now. We'll try something from this side. Do one or two from this side. We're on to this side. So we move down to pink now, yeah? That's it. Got it now. Chalk. Excellent, great work, thanks, Cara. Alright, get you to go from this side. Pass that. Take a sprocket down there. Put it on line here. Just to show you the effects as well, you increase the distance between the balls. You need to get a bit better cue through the white more because lose a spin as it's going through. Alright, so you can see the screw back is less, yeah? So get it to the wrong one. You feeling a bit more confident now on that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Represent.
It's supposed to be high, yeah. But I used it as
Okay.
So the keys from that exercise, whoops. The keys from that exercise are in the timing, yeah? So you want to get the follow through. Bring the cue back a little bit shorter, have a nice little pause there, and then get the follow through. Alright, give yourself that time with the pause, push the cue through. Alright? Just a bit of confidence as well. Alright? So
Yeah, I got better, didn't I?
yeah, you got better as it went on, definitely. So what we'll do now is we'll play the blue up and down the spots. And we'll just go back again to fundamentals again, yeah? Okay, alright, and our straight ball. Straight cue in, yeah? So you come back up to the D. So refresh your mind on the exercises. Play the blue off its spot up and down, yeah?
You hit the cue ball on the way back.
Hit the cue ball on the way back, yeah. So it's another great check here when you're doing the exercise. Your bridge hand, you can measure your bridge hand and cue it into the cue, yeah?
What was that?
So you went across the blue that time. Alright. That one you hit a little bit softer, huh? And you notice that it was a lot more accurate, that one than the last one. So there's a clue. Nice job. Excellent. Alright.
Okay.
Hit this one hard, yeah? So. Okay. So you can see the harder you hit the white, if you have any spin on there, or if you have any movement on the shot, it's much more difficult, okay? So that would be judging the pace of the shot. Alright, and it's a great tool because you can see that as you gradually improve, you'll be able to hit the ball harder and harder, and you'll be able to find your limits. As you hit the blue there and it comes back up, you'll be able to find your limits and how hard you can hit the ball before it starts to affect you greatly. Alright, so try it again one last time, a little bit softer, and we'll have a little discussion and a review of what we've learned. Alright, excellent. So, another use of this tool as well when you're doing the exercises, you can see, I like to use it from this side, just to let you know for future reference. If you put the white
No.
on the brown spot,
No. Good enough.
your bridge hand V on the D, you can check that everything's queuing on line, yeah. So your queue here, look, if you're to the side, you'll see the line, look. You can stand up and check. You can check that your V is on the D. And you can check that your Q tip is on the cue ball.
I like that.
Also, what you can practice is, if you say this is 100%, you can start working on bringing the bridge hand back 50, 75, 100. So as you bring it back, you can guess where you're, guess where you are and stand up and say, all right, is that 25 yards, 25, bring it back, is that 50 yards, 50. Alright, that's just a little one that will help you. If you play the same stroke method and consistency, if you play that same all the time, it'll help you build the consistency on that. Alright, so yeah, you need a little bit of work on that follow through and so getting that cue right through to the chest. Is there any questions you have about what we've done?
No, not really. No, I understand.
You understand everything that we've gone through?
Yeah.
So, exercise 1 was a red up and down. That was alright. It was kind of introduction to both stances. You know the difference. You're more happier with the traditional stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Like the modern style. So just remembering now that when you set up and use these tools, try to incorporate them into the next exercises. If the exercise is a little bit difficult, what you can do is make it easier. So it's take them out of it again, and then until you start getting more and more confident with it, and then go from there. But yeah, I'd say what we've isolated in this is definitely the follow through, getting that follow through. A little bit of decision making, giving yourself options on that simple exercise. Just thinking in your mind for this, where the next red is going. So if you pot that one, are you giving yourself the more options? Staying away from that center line across here, because once you get on that center line there, you're starting to get difficult shots on the red after.
Build out the table, harder to get on one to another then.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mike.
And then from the blues, pinks, and blacks, then screw follow. Punching is good on stone shots, but smoother with a nice pause and a good follow through is better for top strength and back strength. You can hit the ball much softer is the fundamental that we're trying to get across and get the same result. So by hitting the ball softer, it's easier to use it. So alright, so yeah, we'll have a look at our review sheets now and yeah.
Okay, good stuff.
Alright.
Thank you, Sensei.
Yeah. Alright. That's it. Stop.